Well, hi, Laura Elstrand from Little L Family Services.
Hi,
A-
Megan.
Hi. I was going to call you the baby whisperer, aka the relationship whisperer, aka the sleep whisperer, aka the best postpartum doula in Placer County. So there you are.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah. Okay. So you have something super fun coming up that our audience needs to know about. And I think it's something that I have never really heard, like in the way that you describe it. So tell us what you have going on.
Awesome. So I have started a special event coming up on Friday, December 3rd called the Pregnancy Date Night. Because the thing is that I think something we don't talk about when we have a baby is that 2/3 of couples who have a baby experience significant increases in hostility in their relationship. And it's so easy to just blame our partner. Like it's our partner's fault. They're not helping enough. They're not doing enough. We just feel so overwhelmed and sleep deprived in early pregnancy or in postpartum, really, but throughout the last, it's an ongoing process.
Yes.
And so I've set aside this time. I'm doing two of them, one at 5:00 p.m. and one at 8:00 p.m. Pacific, so that we can hit different time zones. And we're just going to have a super fun time. We're going to talk about what the challenges are for new parents and what are the 4 divorce predictors and some things about how we can avoid them. And we're going to have a lot of fun and get some good wins in.
I love it. So it's pregnant families who are deliberately taking the time for self-care and self-love in regards to their relationship so that whenever baby comes, they can be in their best space together as a couple and have the highest chance of meeting their own goals and their own expectations with parenthood and relationships. And I can tell you, as a relatively new mama, that this is so needed. And I literally remember that first year looking at my husband and being like, we're all doing it wrong. And just like tears streaming down my face and saying, I'm doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Baby's doing it wrong. And I think that had we taken more time to like get all of our little ducks in a row as best as we could mentally, like set our expectations and had a guide like you tell us, okay, so I know that this is what you think it might look like, but we're going to work together as a team and come up, with some realistic expectations and how to deal when those aren't being met. We might have been able to communicate at times better. We made it through with some blood, sweat, and tears, as parents do. But I think that at those moments, at 2 a.m. when baby's crying and everybody's exhausted, you can dig deep in the recesses of your mind and be like, what did Laura say? Oh yeah. Like let's just take a hug. We don't need to, there's nothing to figure out right now. And I don't know if this is one of your strategies, but I could have seen it maybe being helpful. Like, let's just take a break.
Right? Yes, yeah. Just recognizing that we need to take a break. And it's
but you don't know that
one of the key things in behavior management is that the adult needs to be in control of the adult. We think the adult needs to be in control of the baby, but really.
Right. So minding our own tantrums and our own outbursts and when we feel like crying because our needs aren't being met. And it sounds like what this pregnancy date night is going to do is offer more tools to help meet our own needs, right? So that we can in turn meet our partner's needs when they're the ones that are, feeling the stress in that moment. And then in turn, we can both meet our baby's needs better. So what is this going to look like? Is this like an online? It sounds like it's online. Is this via Zoom? Is this a website that people go to and sign up for? How do we do this date night? And especially like right now, sometimes when you're pregnant, and you have so much going on, you don't really feel like getting dressed up, even though that's nice to do as well. But we don't always feel like getting like dazzled and going on an actual date night, because that can cause its own stresses. So to be
Right?
able to be like, hey, we're gonna get some tea or have some dinner and then hop on this from the comfort of our home, and then be able to like, talk about it and stuff afterward. I love that. Okay, so tell me more details.
Okay, awesome. Yes. So it's going to be an hour long, and we're going to meet, like I say, either 5 o'clock Pacific or 8 o'clock Pacific. It's Friday, December 3rd, and we're going to meet on Zoom. So when you go to pregnancydatenight.com, there will be a link at the bottom for either 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. And then from there, it'll send you to Zoom to register. And Zoom will send you the link after you completed the registration form. And then we'll see you on Friday, December 3rd. And we're going to have an hour of fun. One of my big passions is that we learn by having fun. And
I
so
love
we
that.
really want this to be a special time to connect with your partner, and then learn a few things about pregnancy and preparing, so that we kind of, like you say, so that we have a better idea of what to expect.
Yeah.
Babies' needs are just so different and opposite in so many ways from an adult's needs. And it can be just so helpful to be aware of how they're the same and how they're different and how we can handle it.
Yeah,
So
I
again-
love that you've mentioned a couple of times, we're going to have fun. Like that's so important to remember. Like we don't have to take ourselves so seriously in this process.
Yes.
And that we don't have to, that we can bring some lightheartedness into our learning, and especially with our relationships. I mean, the best moments when I'm sure I'm not alone in this, whenever we think about our times with our partners, is when we're having fun, right? Like when we're laughing together and when we're really genuinely enjoying each other's company. So for you to like provide that space for couples to just, let their hearts open up and speak to one another and to enjoy each other's company while at the same time learning these tools and these skills, that's great. So people just need to get over to pregnancydatenight.com, and then the rest kind of falls into place, right?
Yes,
like they'll find the
exactly.
forms on there, and they'll get their email or whatever it is to get over there for date night on
Yes.
December 3rd. Okay, and I have maybe this is the final question, but
Okay.
Can people bring their bottle of wine to date night?
To date night? I mean, I don't suggest it for pregnancy people who are actively pregnant, but
Good point. Maybe they're
but you can have whatever you feel comfortable with. There is no judgment.
Well, maybe what about like
sparkly
light a
would be-
little candle or something?
Lighting a candle is awesome.
Mm.
Something sparkly, some cider, some like a cup of. I often think actually that like a hot tea, like a hot herbal tea, can be really soothing.
Mhm.
And then
My go-to when I was
partner
pregnant
can have whatever. Whoever's not pregnant can have whatever they want.
Right, but like just inviting couples to really like make this a true date night for themselves, and not like,
Totally.
oh, we got to drudge to this course that we're going to, but like really, like you said, like have fun with it, enjoy it in whatever way that looks like for that couple, right?
Totally.
Yeah, mine was a little kombucha in a pretty wine glass. That was my pregnancy go-to.
There you
It's
go.
got a little fizzy,
It's a
and
little
it's got your
fuzzy,
probiotics.
yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay, that
There
sounds
you go.
beautiful.
It's a good healthy
And
choice.
do you see this being a one-off event right now, or do you think that this date night might be added to your repertoire, and people who can't make this date night should sign up for your email list, or make sure to follow you on social media so that they can be informed of the next date night?
Yeah, definitely, because it'll happen again. I'm sure it'll happen again. I don't know exactly what the frequency is going to look like yet. I'm still figuring that part out, but yes. Of course, earlier is better, but if you can, yes, definitely
get there if you
follow me on
can.
social media, pregnancydatenight.com, and Little Elf Family Services.
Perfect. Okay, thanks, Laura, for giving us the scoop,
Awesome.
and I look forward to it. All right.
Thank you so much, Megan.
Bye.
Bye.